Remember the good old days of the Super Nintendo? The console offered many classic games like Star Fox, Donkey Kong Country, and Street Fighter II, just to name a few. But when it comes to giant robot action, one title instantly comes to mind. And of course, I'm talking about Cybernator. Now, with such a cheesy name, one would expect a subpar action game, right? Oh no, Cybernator is easily one of the most kick-ass games in the entire Super Nintendo library. Cybernator, also known as Assault Suit Valken, is part of the Assault Suit series of games which were released in Japan during the 1990s. Cybernator was released in North America by Konami, and was many people's first experience with the Assault Suit franchise. However, it actually wasn't the first Assault Suit game to be localized for North America. That achievement belongs to Assault Suit Leños, or going by its more popular localized name, Target Earth. Anyways, on the topic of localization, Cybernator shares some differences with its Japanese counterpart. Most notable is the lack of character portraits during dialogue. Now, why they removed these, I have no idea. However, there's also a scene that was removed from the original game involving a suicide.
Headshot.
For Cybernator to see a Western release, I can see why they took this scene out, especially since video games were mainly marketed towards children back in the day. Now, other than those 2 points I just mentioned, the rest of Cybernator has remained intact, but I'll be using footage from both versions of the game. Cybernator is the story of Jake, a Federation assault suit pilot and his allies aboard the space battleship Versus, as they combat enemy Axis forces between Earth and outer space. Sound familiar? Yeah, there is definitely a Gundam vibe going on here, but I for one welcome it because this game takes itself more seriously than most for an early 90s video game. Your actions in-game actually affect the ultimate path of the story. For example, at the end of Mission 3, a space station is falling towards Earth and it's up to you to save the day. However, should you fail the mission, you'll get to witness the mass destruction at the beginning of Mission 4. Better luck next time. In Mission 5, you have the option of destroying an enemy shuttle as it launches into space. Do you spare them, or do you kill them all? Tough call. Your actions ultimately lead up to either a good ending or a bad ending. In the good ending, you get the girl and save the day and everyone's happy. In the bad ending, all your teammates die and you're left alone wondering, was it all worth it? Brutal. There are many aspects of Cybernator that make it a great game to play. First and foremost are the controls. While certainly not as fast as something like Mega Man X or Super Mario World, Cybernator's controls feel appropriate for piloting a mecha. Your mech moves at an average pace, giving you plenty of time to react, but you can also speed things up with its dash ability. It can't jump very high, but its boosters give you a few more precious seconds of airtime. You also have a handy shield to block incoming projectiles, and to top it all off, you can fire your weapon in 8 directions. Holding down the L button locks your gun's position, letting you focus on movement without sacrificing your constant stream of bullets. A skill that becomes invaluable when playing zero-gravity missions. But if you don't feel like shooting, you can always just punch everything instead. In addition to tight controls, Cybernator is a rather challenging game. You only get 3 lives, and that's it. There are health items, but you've really got to hunt for them. And many of the objectives are timed, so you'll often be racing to finish a mission with little to no health. However, the game has a built-in easy mode if you know what you're looking for. On the first mission, ignore all enemies except the boss and you'll be rewarded the napalm weapon. Sure, there are other powerful weapons like lasers and missiles, but with napalm you can kill every enemy in one hit, and it makes boss fights last no more than a few seconds. Yeah, it's overpowered and it takes away a lot of the challenge, but hey, it's still fun nevertheless. After Cybernator, the Assault Suit series would go on to have releases for both the Sega Saturn and Sony PlayStation in Japan. But sadly, Cybernator would be the last Assault Suit game to be released in North America. However, it's still one of my personal favorites for the Super Nintendo. Plus, if you're into collecting, you can usually find a copy for no more than $30. If you like mechs, or just Super Nintendo games, Cybernator is definitely worth your time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Mecha Mondays.